Hey everybody, this is Cayman Freeman, also known as Cayman the Echidna speaking, welcoming all of you to this new video. Today I'm giving my after report of Miku ROCKS 2026, and I am not alone for this one. No, sorry, Bob, because I got a special guest with me. He's my little bro and who's been helping me do all the audio enhancement for the concert. Max Wolf, say hi.
Hello.
Firstly, thank you so much for joining me for this.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I think it's gonna be, interesting, but also fun to do after reports of these concerts. I hope this is not the only one.
Well, as soon as this is out, we'll have to see what the audience thinks.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to cut straight to the chase
Right.
as we talk about the event itself. This event, again, is Miku ROCKS, and I've been doing this since 2023. And as usual, this concert takes place around Miku Day, March 9th to be precise. And let's just say this show had a lot more surprises than ever from the last few years.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start, to be honest.
Yeah.
But all I can say is that during the premiere itself, it went off without a hitch. It was crazy. It was crazy. But in a good way, which I am very, very happy about. Everybody enjoyed it, especially shout out to Kawaii Ariel, who sips for Kaito.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kaito, this Miku ROCKS, it helped celebrate his 20th anniversary, so he had his own corner to celebrate it.
Yes.
But of course, everybody else gets their chance to shine, as well as the main star, Miku, of course. Anywho, moving on. As you all know, there is a lot of editing involved when it comes to concerts like this. So I'm going to start it off. For me, my main job with doing this is filming each song one by one, and of course putting the text title of the songs, as well as making sure the transition from one video to another goes smooth. It's simple, but it's a lot of hard work than you think. Like, you don't want it to be like sloppy or anything.
No.
And when you put the text tile in the bottom left-hand corner, as you've seen in my shows, you always want to make sure that it's not too big, but also not too small. Like, big enough to like where many others can see it. It's kind of a task, but at the same time, it is definitely worth the challenge of making these shows. Now, Max, I'm gonna pass the baton to you since you are the person who does the audio enhancement.
Yes.
So feel free to share. Feel free to share.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Cayman does most of the, recording the entire concert, having the stage, etc. Afterwards, he gives the footage to me. And what I pretty much do is I download MP3s of all the songs that get performed in the show. I put them in the timeline pretty much. First off, I need to make sure all the songs are in the timeline and on time with the dancing, but I also need to make sure that they're not too loud or it's too quiet. But I also need to make sure that every song is roughly the same volume, since you wouldn't really want a really upbeat song to be kind of quiet and then a ballad to be really hurtful to the ears. That is what I do. I also add audience sounds to at least the beginning and ending of each song and the speeches, but sometimes also somewhere in the middle of the song if there's like an effect going on or if there's confetti or whatever. And sometimes I also need to add a few effects in myself, mostly when either Cayman cannot do it himself, or if we think of the adding the effect after Cayman has already edited everything. As to say how long it roughly takes, not that long as you would think. Sure, it does still take quite a bit of time, but I'd say if I were to spend like 2 to 3 hours every day on it, I'd get it done in around a week or two.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me whenever I film the songs. And of course, the annoying part is that some hologram releases have ads either in the beginning or the end when I'm barely recording the song. So it's kind of annoying. So the annoying part would always have to be like starting over from the top. But again, worth the challenge, and maybe a bit of the struggles, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm just grateful that we're able to work together on this and just like bring both of our talents and qualities together and bring these shows we do to life. That's really a blessing for me.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of the show, we gotta talk about the show itself
Of
now.
course.
Like, this was bigger than ever. And I think, in my opinion, this overshadowed 2025 just a little bit.
I agree with you. I thought I was the only one, but yeah. I mean, well, last year was really good, in my opinion at least. I mean, I edited myself, so I'm kind of biased. But I will say, this year, I think this one went a bit better than last year.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the surprises that I put down in there.
I know.
So many new songs in there, like, for example, Leica and Sticky Bug.
Sticky Bug, I am so happy with.
It was part of your top 10 videos that you wanted to see perform during MMD Fest 2024. Was that it?
Yup. It didn't get performed there, but I'm happy it got performed at one of your concerts at least.
And speaking of your top 10, I've also put Saturation and What Do You Mean, aka Do You Koto Nano, in it as well. Like, I don't think you expect me to put that there.
No, I was not expecting that in the slightest, but I'm happy you did.
But I do also need to give the other vocalists some credit. Len with Ego Rock and Rin with Shinjiri. Oh my goodness. With Ego Rock especially, it was only performed during Miku Expo 2023 VR and never again, which is a big shame because it's such a gap. And of course with Shinjiri, you know I had to.
Yes.
First performed in Mirai 2024, then during Miku Expo 2024 in Europe. I know you were happy about that.
Yeah, I attended one of the shows, specifically the one in Amsterdam, and I was not expecting it there. I was expecting them to just do the same song from North America, which is Tensai Rock, I believe. So that was the biggest reason why I was not expecting it to be performed there. But they did, and I was blown away.
I bet you were. I'm gonna go to Mako next.
Oh, okay.
After the twins did their duet, Childish War, I had to pull up the trio with Mako with Amazing Dolls. And fun fact, this song was supposed to be for MMD Fest 2025.
Oh?
It was supposed to be for Autumn Winds, but it did not make it there in time. So I decided the wait was over and I had to put it for Miku ROCKS. I'm happy I did because, oh my gosh, the outfits that they wear, as well as the song itself. In Project Diva X is supposed to be an elegant song, but in my opinion, it's kind of quirky.
Yeah!
So, but regardless, I'm just so happy that I brought this to the show at least once. And of course, I gotta go to Luca, Afterglow from Project Sekai. Oh, and actually an original song for Luca, actually.
Oh?
Shocking, I know.
Yeah.
But still, it's very nice. And I love how I did the last show here. It does represent a sunset. And in case some of you don't know, I do have a small eye for details.
Trust me, I know all about it.
And of course, I gotta bring out the star of the whole shebang, Kaito. He had his own corner for his 20th anniversary, which you should all definitely see, by the way, if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description for obvious reasons.
I love how we started off strong with Pane de Aria, a classic that not many people like, but it's still effective for a show, especially how he does that one trick.
One thing I really like about how we started the sort of anniversary corner is not just Banadita the song, but that drum intro from, I think, Mikupa Kansai 2013?
That intro was sick.
Yes.
Cendrillon and the 10th anniversary version, superior to the original.
Definitely.
And Snowman ReRec.
Yes.
A re-recording of Snowman. Like, I honestly like the ReRec a bit better because it's gentle yet so powerful in a way.
It gives you a bit of tango vibes.
It kind of does.
Fun fact, actually. Originally, this was supposed to be just the normal version, but then we stumbled across the ReRec version, and then we thought we might actually want to use that version instead. So, it's kind of difficult to spot it, but with the title for Snowman, the ReRec part, I actually edited in Snowman and then the producer's name, that was already there, but the ReRec I added in afterwards. I tried my best to not make it that obvious that I put it in afterwards, so I hope I did a good job.
I say you did. I say you did.
Great.
Now I kind of want to spot out the most obvious ones. Mainly Satisfaction, Donkey Music, Sunkyu, and of course Decorator, because they were part of the first few Miku ROCKS I've done, mainly 2023 and 2024. But I think what I love most about that middle part is that I brought in Kaito back once again for Crescent Moon. Like a Moi Kai. For Kaito's case, I think you call it Moi Kaito. Was that it? Was that it?
Yeah.
I think that was clever. I think that was clever.
Yeah. I mean, 3 songs are not enough. 4 songs are also not enough. That's why we did an entire anniversary concert for him. But you know what I mean. You can never have enough Kaito.
That is true. Though I'm not sure there's somebody who will survive from it.
Ariel.
Anyways. Sorry, Ariel. We love you, by the way.
We do.
Anyways, Kiss Kitsune during the encore. Like, I feel like that encore started out strong right there. I really thought it did.
Song request was by me, by the way. I gave Gaiman the hologram and I was like, Miku ROCKS, please. And then he did, so I was happy about that. So you can thank me for that. Thank you, Max. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. It's a song that I don't hear often, yet it's somehow a bop anyway.
Yeah, it is.
I can already imagine myself singing to the opening already. Like, I love how Miku starts off with a yo,
Yeah.
and then just goes straight to it.
And the dance is also so fun.
Oh yeah, I love that dance. And of course, I had to give the twins their comeback with Shake It. Like, you can never go wrong with that, especially with Len doing all of those wonderful flips during the show. Like, how is he so flexible? How is he so flexible? My gosh, Len.
I mean, he's been doing it since 2013, so...
Yeah, apparently. So I think putting odds and ends during the end, I think the best decision I could make, because the one time odds and ends was performed as the very last song, it was during Miku with You 2018, which is a shame because I thought it was so effective that way, and I feel like I could revive that moment by doing that here, especially with the fireworks shot during the final chorus, which I put in, by the way.
Nice.
I wanted the confetti so bad, but the editing app I was using did not have it, unfortunately. So I had to think of a plan B.
Maybe we can do them for next year.
Yeah, maybe so. As much as I love confetti, fireworks is effective as well.
Definitely.
And I think putting it there was a great spot to like end off the whole show in general. So yeah, like I said, I think this year's Miku ROCKS was the best one we've done yet. So in my book, I say this year's it's definitely a 10 out of 10. I mean, look how the audience reacted to it.
Yes. And we're not talking about the pre-recorded audience that we edited in. We're talking about the live chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so happy about this. Like, so many great songs were in it. I'm just truly happy about this. Max, how would you give this concert?
I mean, I can't give it any lower than a 10, which might sound, biased, but have you seen the show?
It is definitely one of the best ones we've done so far. Well, with that out of the way, shall we head up to the outro?
Be my guest.
Thank you everybody so much for listening to us talk about this wonderful show. And of course, thank you, Max, for joining me in talking about this after reports.
And thank you for having me. I hope this is not the only time we do this.
If everyone enjoys it, we'll do more. You let us know in the comments that if you enjoyed this after report and want to see more of it. Please do let us know. And also click the like button and click that subscribe icon and click on the bell to get notified when new videos are out. Do you want to do your outro, Max?
Sure. It's been a while, but sure.
Go, you got this. You got this.
Okay, do I even remember it? Oh, nah. Anyways, bye guys. Max Wolf out.
And Cayman Freeman, aka Cayman the Echidna, saying goodbye. And always remember, keep on smiling, keep on shining. Matane!
Matane!